Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Barclays Premier League. It's West Ham United against Manchester City. Let's head to East London and the Boleyn Ground, the home of West Ham United. It's a dull, overcast sort of day. I'm sure the football is going to brighten it up. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hi there, everybody. Alan Smith alongside me, Martin Tyler. In the commentary box, it's a great view up here, Alan, and a great game, I think, in prospect.
Yeah, we've got the best seats in the house, and looking forward to an entertaining match here.
West Ham United's lineup is this. Manchester City's lineup today. Joe Hart starts in goal. Vincent Kompany starts alongside Eliakim Mangala in the heart of defence. David Silva plays with Jesus Navas on the flanks. In attack, Sergio Aguero joins up front with Edin Dzeko. Well, West Ham have got this 2016 move. It's set in stone now, I think, to the Olympic Stadium. And they really want to go there as a Premier League club.
That's what it's all about, staying in the top flight and keeping hold of your fans. And it would be disastrous if they did drop out of the top flight. They just about managed to hang on. Well, I'll say just about. They did it comfortably under Sam Allardyce, and there is a man that knows what it takes to survive.
Lee Mason is the ref today. Great to get the game underway through West Ham's kickoff. Trying to find Amalfitano. Kyle Clichy. Silva. I don't think this referee's going to let too much go, certainly not in the early minutes. He's given the free kick. Well, the referee, is he going to try and assert his authority here with this booking, or is it simply a bad foul and a booking?
Well, maybe a bad foul, but I think he does want to stamp his authority on it, because it could get a little bit messy if he doesn't.
Toure. Navas Gonzalez. We might get an update on that injury now from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff. In with a chance. And a golden early moment from David Silva.
Such a sound technique, the little Spaniard, and he showed it there.
It's a flying start to the game. Well, they want to see this again, this goal. So after the goal, we've opened the scoring here, 1-0.
And the scorer for Manchester City. In the 4th minute, number 21, Silva.
Carl Jenkinson. Edin Dzeko. And it's gone out for a throw. Reed. Alfitano! It's the wrong side of the post, but only just. Clichy. He's got to pass out to the player giving the width on this side of the field. Silva. He's going to cross it. Dzeko! With this goal advantage, they've now got a corner. Another chance to see this again. David Silva's goal.
Yeah, and I don't think the keeper will want to look at this too many times because it's middle of the goal. It's a decent height for him.
Now David Silva gets it back. Navas Gonzalez. He's on the attack and he's got plenty of options from his teammates. Well, that'll be a throw. Silva. Clichy. Here's the cross. Aguero in the middle. And it's out of harm's way. And the attacker coming away with help on either side. Valencia. Mark Noble.
Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
Real concern for the bench now, because it looks like he landed with his elbow underneath his body, and that's causing him some serious pain at the moment.
Oh, he's through. He's on his way now. Goalkeeper out quickly. And he's just plunged onto the ball there.
Yeah, that's top class from him, and really did help out his defenders there.
Fernando. Carl Jenkinson. Cresswell. And it's passed back again. Carl Jenkinson. Great opportunity. Here's the chance. As for West Ham, excellent at set pieces. They need to be. They're trailing in this game, but they have got this corner. By the header to clear the ball away. Carl Jenkinson. Morgan Amalfitano. Song. That's gone back to him. Downing. Keeps it going. Oh, in goes the cross. And West Ham with a corner and plenty of routines try and open up the opposition from it. They need to do that. Because the goalkeeper's caught it, danger's gone. Edin Dzeko. It's gone out to the wingman. Navas Gonzalez. Well, he tried to find his man, but he's only put the ball into touch. And he's got his block in, and the cross doesn't get into the middle. Song. Noble. Now Song. Saka. Well, Manchester City winning the league in 2012, and they were new kids on the block then, Alan, and perhaps in 2014 they did very well because more was expected of them.
Well, yeah, that comes with the territory. It's what Manchester United across the town have coped with all these years under Sir Alex Ferguson, and what you have to do if you want to dominate, and they've certainly got the funds to do that. They're going to be around at the top of our game now, I think, for many years to come.
Pablo Zabaleta. Fernando. Zabaleta. Yaya Toure gets it back. Edin Dzeko. Jesus Navas. And here's a chance for a cross to come in because the referee's allowed them to go on. Played in by Aguero! They've still got an opportunity here after the goalkeeper parried it. And now they've got a corner on the attack again, the team that's leading by 1 goal.
Simple for the referee, really. He's let the play go on. He knew what the offence was, he knew the offender, and he's booking it.
And it was a good decision because that foul, well, it was a foul, and it wasn't the greatest of challenges. Definitely yellow card.
And in goes the cross. Aguero! Decent try from the corner.
And I think they've been working on that on the training ground in the week.
That'll be another corner. He's going to cross it. Can he pick out company? And over the bar it goes. Yaya Toure. Fernando. Well, he's played it into the wide area there, played it well. And that's given away possession. Downing. Now it's Saka. Got the ball back through a very good interception. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Cresswell. Now Song. On to the attack now. Carl Jenkinson. Mark Noble. Valencia doing well to keep the ball. Patience is the name of the game now. Cresswell. Morgan Amalfitano. Now you can cross it. Here's the cross. It's a good position, it's a chance. And that ball belongs to the goalkeeper. Silva. Clichy. Toure. Edin Dzeko. That's a real tussle for the ball. And now the cross from David Silva. And it's gone out clearly off that player. Cresswell. And he bangs it away. Aguero. Sako. Cresswell. Song. Song. Mark Noble. Now Song. Carl Jenkinson. They've set it up well for the cross. Valencia. Not panicking in possession here. Keeping the ball. Still looking for the chance. Edin Dzeko. Fernando. And a quick return pass. Mark Noble. Now it's Sacco. On the attack here. Song. A decision to be made by the goalkeeper, and he made the right decision, Alan.
He did. I mean, he was committed, and he made sure he didn't give it the foul away.
Headed on and anticipated well, so it's a headed pass, really. Downing. Carl Jenkinson. That's a chance to attack in numbers. Sacco. And the cross comes in now. Well defended here from a good cross. What we're seeing at the moment is Manchester City being worked very hard indeed. They do have the lead, and that's obviously a plus, but their general level of play could improve. The second half to come, of course. Now it's Sacco. Tackle goes in.
Well, we might get an update on that injury now from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
I've got to say, he landed really heavily on his shoulder there and looks like he's in severe pain. But he looks less concerned than the bench, who are worried about him. I think he'll stay on.
Many thanks, Jeff.
Silva. It's one back. Now that's a throw. Clichy. Yaya Toure. And he shoots.
Well, with these footballs, you've got to hit them right in the sweet spot, and he certainly didn't that time.
No, he didn't. It bobbled on towards the goalkeeper. It was a poor effort.
Edin Dzeko. Fernando. That's the way to win the ball back. Diafra Sacco. Attacking now. Yaya Toure. Toure. Tremendous understanding from these players. Clichy. And that's good support as they build this attack. And in goes the cross. David Silva! Wide of the post.
The side of that goal was absolutely gaping.
Number 35.
Stefan Jovetic. Silva. Oh, in goes the cross.
Dzeko.
It's in. Brilliant header.
A goal from Dzeko, and he's headed it with enough power to beat the keeper above him now.
Well, they want to see this again, this goal. It's 2-0. Well, the ball has gone up to show 5 minutes of added time. Reed. Carl Jenkinson. Valencia. Downing. Navas Gonzalez. It's good vision to be able to switch the play there. Jesus Navas. Yaya Toure. Fernando. Pablo Zabaleta. Silva. And the cross is in. Now in for Jovetic. He's made the save. It's a corner for Manchester City. Son compagnie, Fernando. Now he's lost the ball. Pablo Zabaleta. He's being challenged now. Made the challenge well. That's half-time, and 2-0. Is the score at the halfway mark. Well, what we've got here is a difficult situation for the home manager. The away team, probably the better side, and they now lead with that goal just before the interval by 2.
Well, it's no fluke, Martin, that they're 2 goals up. I think they've been better in most departments, so if that continues, I can see only one winner.
So we reach half-time, 2-0 the score, with Manchester City leading. Let's take a look at the highlights from that first half, and then we'll be straight back to your commentary team for the rest of the game.
So far, so good for Manchester City. Second half coming up. Good movement to get to it. Valencia. Mark Noble. Morgan Amalfitano. Valencia. Sam! Downing. Cresswell. Morgan Amalfitano. Shots on here. Oh, kept the shot out. It's still in play. Edin Dzeko. Great passage of passing play there. It's gone out to the wingman. Silva. Jesus Navas in the middle, and here's the header. Made the save, but the ball's still there. It looked as though it maybe should be a goal, but in fact the technology says no, and who's going to argue with that?
Well, you can't, can you? And the decision comes so quickly, which is a real bonus. Well, the players are asking questions of the ref, but he's telling them no, it wasn't over the line.
Silva. Pablo Zabaleta. Silva. Navas Gonzalez. Stefan Jovetic. Opportunity here. Got to be. Oh, fantastic goal.
And the way he's hit this one, it flew off his boot to beat the keeper.
Another angle on it here. They're a terrific team, and they're getting the goals to emphasise their superiority. Reed.
Second minute. Number 22.
Cresswell. Noble. Manchester City, the substitute is ready. Stefan Jovetic. It's with Toure. Morgan Amalfitano. Diafra Sakho. Navas Gonzalez. It's time for the substitutes, I think, and the substitution for the home team here. Jesus Navas. Going to be a throw.
Substitution.
He's going to make a change now.
Number 4.
Mark Noble. Song. Quickly back to his feet. Now Song. Valencia. Noble. That's the whistle of the referee. Lee Mason, let me remind you. In the way there, and he's deflected the ball out of play. Song. Well, he has got a chance to get the cross in. We'll get it back here. For the corner. Well, he went in, no nonsense.
No, that was as clean as you like.
And that's a very good save following the corner. Cresswell. Mark Noble. And it was an easy interception. Jesus Navas. Edin Dzeko. Brought some width into this attack.
That's a real tussle for the ball.
Navas Gonzalez. And that little deflection has sent the ball over the touchline. No wasting of time in that situation.
They'll need to try and get the ball back now.
So they're setting up for the corner. Sliding in and getting the ball. It's a good example. We can see it again here.
Yeah, you don't see enough of it. I think players are discouraged from doing it because they usually get booked.
It's just a matter of by how many goals, really. So the miss isn't going to count for too much. Well, when you have the quality and the width, that's what this lad brings. You've got a special talent. And it's been a special showing as he's replaced now, the crowd recognising that.
Yeah, what he's done, he's hugged the touchline and he's stretched that opposing back line, created space for teammates inside, and vital performance from him.
Well, Mark Noble, Sacco, Carl Jenkinson,
Dealt with by the defender, the cross. Al Clichy. Edin Dzeko.
He's going to pass it out to the player giving the width on this side of the field.
That goes Zabaleta.
He's got support here. James Milner. Edin Dzeko.
Whipped out wide. Good ball to stretch the opposition.
Silva. Great change of direction. Brilliant balance.
Well, completely dumbfounded the defender there.
Diafra Sacco. Kevin Nolan.
We might get an update on that injury now from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
Physio's up on the touchline, keeping an eye on him because he went over on his ankle. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Jeff Shreves there, right down on the touchline. So, Jeff, thanks for that.
Edin Dzeko.
Great opportunity, and here's the shot. That's another painful moment there, physically and emotionally as well, because it was a chance.
He's not doing his team any favours by staying out on that pitch for me.
Downing. Carl Jenkinson. Valencia. Silva. Milner. Stevan Jovetic.
Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
Yes, he went over on his ankle, but we all know what he's like. There's no way that that's going to force him off.
Many thanks, Jeff. And in goes the cross. Al Clichy.
Downing. Song. Valencia. Free kick against Manchester City.
worry for the ref here, because that should be a booking, and it is.
Well, you look at the ref and his view, he was right on top of it, so he knew what he wanted to do there.
Well, that's risky going in like that.
Yeah, I think so, and it was a poor tackle, it was badly timed.
Well, the Manchester City fans expect things to go wrong in the last few minutes. That's what's happened to their team in many decades in the past, but not for this club, not for this team. It's going to be happiness.
Yeah, I can't see any shocks now in the remaining minutes, and the fans, listen to them now, as confident as you like.
Zabaleta. And it's gone out for a throw. Mark Noble. Valencia. Goal kick to come. Coming up again, that tackle, or attempted tackle.
Attempted tackle is the word, not the best of challenges.
Song. Valencia. Crosses in. Safe hands from the goalkeeper. It wasn't the most challenging of crosses, though. Well, he's played it into the wide area there, played it well. Silva. Well, that's gone back to him. Pablo Zabaleta. Well, that's a real tussle for the ball there. And he takes the shot. And that's at the goalkeeper. Not really what the attacker had in mind. Zabaleta. Well, he's had his range throughout the game. It's another great pass. Clichy. They're really working the opposition around with this passing. They can't get near it.
No, they can't. They're having to do a lot of chasing. They're just wearing them out.
Stevan Jovetic. Here's the shot. Went to hit it first time, but didn't hit it where he wanted it to go.
In hindsight, maybe he could have taken a touch, but he took a chance. It didn't come off.
The manager's going to bring on a fresh player now. City have looked really good today, but they've just got to seal the win. There can be no switching off in these closing minutes. Now they can use some width. That's a good pass. Edin Dzeko.
We might get an update on that injury now from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
He went over his ankle quite severely, but he's carried on, so I think he's going to be okay.
Jeff Shreves just keeping us right up to date there. Successful tackle. Valencia. Well, just over 84 minutes gone. 6 minutes left on my watch. Downing. Silva.
Stefan Jovetic. Mark Noble. Son. Carlton Cole. Chance for the cross. Valencia. Now it's a corner. James Collins. Pressure really on yet another corner. And that's what we've had so far in terms of corners. That's the goalkeeper's ball from the corner. Mark Noble. Kevin Nolan. Cole. Cresswell. And here's the cross. That's the keeper's ball. It's with Toure. Zabaleta. Stefan Jovetic. Silva. Stefan Jovetic. And he goes for goal. This time he has made the save.
Well, having played poorly, you've got to give him credit for reacting to that one and coming to his side's rescue.
Toure. Clichy. He got there just in time. In the end, a fantastic clearance. Toure. Yaya Toure. There's no doubt Yaya Toure is one of the best players in the world, even if the World Cup didn't quite show that in Brazil. Jovetic. Carlton Cole. Downing. Valencia. And in goes the cross. Still trying to get themselves back into the game. Credit for that, but not for their shooting. The goalkeeper who defies gravity, especially in slow motion.
And he's a big lad as well. He feels that goal.
Final whistle, it's Manchester City's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for visiting us.
So it's full time and the final score 3-0. I'll leave you with the full match highlights, and until next time, I've been Jeff Stelling. See you then.